What's up, everybody? Today we're going to play with the new Natasha Denona Golden Palette. I am dying to swatch these shimmers, so that's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna swatch and then we're gonna do a look. We're gonna start with the mattes. So basically I'm gonna do it in the order of finish. First, all of the mattes. We'll move on to the metallics, and from no shimmer to high shimmer. Mliko. This is a matte cream powder off-white. Feels very creamy. Next up is Panna, a matte cream powder beige. So this one is very similar to my skin tone. Would make a good base shade. Then we have Aria. This is a different formula, different type of matte. It is not a matte cream like the previous two. This is just a regular matte. You're not getting that creamy feel. This is more of a dry feel. Next up is Teak. This is a matte medium dusty caramel. And this is Sandstone, a matte medium ochre. Another matte, this is Log. It's a dark brown. Log is the darkest of all the shades in the palette. And last is this matte called Flesh, and it's described as a matte warm nude. Very wearable shades. All right, let's get to the fun ones now. Now let's go ahead and swatch the metallic shades. Starting with Varus, which is a medium antique brass. It's a beautiful color. Aura. This is a metallic golden ivory. Ooh, wow, this is pretty. When you look at this one in the pan, I was not excited about it at all, but look at that. I like that it has a whole gold shift. Very pretty. Okay, the next one is Aurum, which is a muted gold. Ooh. Then we have Oro, which is that yellow gold, isn't it? Yeah, wow. Whew. Talk about rich. Wow, that's nice. And last is Alchemist, which is a metallic brass. Ah, nice. Yes, I like this brass one. Gorgeous. So these are the mattes and these are the metallics. Now let's get into the sparkliest of the sparkle shades. This is Nubia. It's a sparkling foiled gold nude champagne. Oof, gorgeous. I want to say that the base for this one is sheer. It doesn't have a very pigmented base. It's a little bit translucent, I think. Oh, this is gorgeous. This Nubia is really pretty. It has some really fine shimmer sparkle. I wouldn't call it glitter because it's very fine, so it's mostly more like shimmer. All right, this next one, Fizzy, is a sparkling wet effect formula in the shade Golden Nude. So this is supposed to give us a wet effect on the eyes. Gorgeous. This one is more orange than it looks in the pan. And last we have Cava. This is a sparkling champagne gold. It feels drier, like dustier. Ooh. Oh man. I don't know which shades I'm going to end up using for the look. So again, these three are the sparkling shades. We have Nubia, which is a sparkling foiled gold nude champagne. This is Fizzy, a sparkling wet effect golden nude. And this is Cava, sparkling champagne gold. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start with Fizzy all over the lid. This is the only sparkling wet effect shade. And I wanna put it all over the lid so you see what sort of effect it gives you. And then I will use other shades that really are gonna end up covering this one. We'll do a soft Glam Look on top of this Fizzy shade. And then over that, we'll take it up a notch and do, I don't know, more of a sultry look. This is the wet effect that you get with the shade Fizzy. By the way, if you want to zoom in, do so at your own risk, because I just started wearing a retinol cream and I happen to put it on my eyelids and now they're peeling. So let's just look past that. I'm pretending that I have a bare lid. I'm just gonna build the look on top of this. I'm gonna start with Panna as my transition shade. If this is way too close to the color of my skin, then I'll try something else. Yeah, Panna is way too light. So let's go with Sandstone. Okay, yeah, this is exactly what I had in mind. So Sandstone here is working nicely as it's more of a soft transition shade, and I'm gonna bring it out here like I normally do here towards the temple, because I like to elongate the eye. And I'm gonna do the same thing over here on this side. This looks like I'm putting on bronzer on my eyelids, which is normally what I do, what I reach for when I'm in a real hurry. Now I'm gonna take a smaller brush. This is a Refer 13, and I'm gonna grab Teak, and I will run it here along my crease, a little bit lower than I did the transition shade. I totally forgot that I wanted to use tape. I'm gonna cut a little bit of this tape. Sephora sells it, but if you have Scotch tape, that'll be just fine. It's the same thing. Before I put it on my face here, I like to put it first in the back of my hand to remove some of that stickiness, just so that it doesn't really pull on my skin too much when I go to remove it. I should have done this at the very beginning, but I forgot. That's okay. Now to build some contrast here along the inner part of the eye, I'm taking this shade right here, and I'm hoping that this will be pigmented enough to show up. I think I'm gonna wet my brush. And I'm grabbing this setting spray that I have handy. And now let's go in. All right, that's better. And I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that same shade and bring it towards the middle of the lid. Now I'm taking Log, which is the darkest shade, and I'm gonna put it here on the outer third. I was planning to continue darkening up the lash line with Log, but I think I'm gonna switch it to this metallic antique brass. The shade is called Veris. So let's use that instead. And I am not regretting it. Beautiful color. I was supposed to do an everyday wearable look and then take it up a notch to a nighttime look, but I think that we just skipped over the everyday look and went more sultry. All right, I am debating whether I should use Oro or not, because it's such a yellow gold. I'm leaning more towards this bronze one because it's a safer bet. But this is the Golden Palette, and that's the gold color, so let's go in. Let's go in with the gold. I just think it's really yellow, so I'm going in lightly. No use in going in lightly, just go for it. It's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful gold yellow. And yes, actually I'm really liking it. Hold on. First, I am packing it on the lid, and then I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and sweep over it. But I want to get that pigmentation down first. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna bring in the fluffy brush at all, actually. I want this color to stay where it is. I'm even going to take it on with my finger so I can get maximum intensity in the middle of the lid right there. And now I'm taking Log just to add some extra definition here in the outer V. Well, really not the entire V, but just mostly here along the lower lash line. Now for my liner, I'm going to use this cream black shade right here from the Patrick Ta Neutral palette. And this is where this tape is going to come in really handy. It is what we will need in order to get a sharp wing. Now you could use a regular pencil liner, but I've been using this cream lately and I like it. I find it really easy to use. I am using a synthetic brush to pick up the cream because that's how you'll be able to pick up the product the best. Natural hair brushes just, they don't pick up the product as well as synthetic ones do. And this one came in a set. This one is from Morphe. I got the set at Ulta like 2 years ago. All right, the easiest wing ever. We're going for that sort of Cleopatra look. Let's see, lower lash line. Let's do a little bit of sandstone again. This is the shade that I used as my transition shade earlier. So bringing down some of those tones that we used on the upper lid. Now I am running Log here on my lash line to get more definition. I'm gonna take Teak and smoke out that dark line where we put the shade Log. Just gonna smoke that out a little bit with Teak. As a last step, since we're going for that Cleopatra look, I want dark eyeliner all the way to my inner corner, but in a very, very thin line. So I'm gonna take an angled brush, the shade Log, and I am gonna place it over my lashes, over the lash line, as tight as possible. Okay, better. I'm gonna go finish my makeup off camera, but then I'll come back and we'll do mascara together. I'm loving how everything is turning out. We do need some inner corner highlight. I'm debating which one to use. I'm thinking Aura. Let's see if that gives us enough highlight. I don't think so. Let's go with Fizzy. Yeah, that definitely gives us the pop that I wanted. Just a little bit more. Now on the other side. I like that it's giving me the impact. It's giving me the shine. Yeah, it's definitely catching the light nicely. All right, so I'm going in with lash primer first. This is from Dior. And then I'm gonna use, I'm thinking my Pat McGrath mascara. I am layering these two products because I'm hoping that I can get my lashes to stand out enough with this eye look without needing to put on false lashes, but we might have to. Let's see what we get out of this primer and the mascara. Okay, mascara is on. I think the lashes look good. Let me tell you that the shade that I used here in the inner corner, I'm seeing that it really catches the light beautifully and it's giving me a lot of oomph. I'm gonna put it in the middle of the lid. I want to see if I can get some more intense sparkle, because right now I have only Oro, the yellow gold. So let's take Fizzy. I am wondering if I should use the intensifies. Yes, 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna get my intensify stick from Pat McGrath, and I'm gonna put some of this here in the middle of the lid so that it gives me extra tackiness, and it'll give me the maximum effect, maximum glitteriness. Let's see if this does what I want it to do. Does it? Maybe not. Or yes. Hold on. Yeah, I think it did. Yes. Okay, I'll show you right now. I'll show you side by side. Oh, wow. Okay, this definitely took it up a notch. So this eye, definitely here along the middle, it looks a lot more glittery than this one. I mean, this one looks beautiful already. I really like how it came out. But when you add that extra, and this is the one that's called the wet effect formula. And this is what it looks like. Look at that. Oh, hold on, focus. See that? All right, so let's put it on this eye now. I am so happy with this look. I don't know why I've been shying away from yellow golds so much. Normally, I stick more with like the bronzy, brassy colors, but this is beautiful. Wow. All right, final thoughts on this first impression. This is one of those like basic staple, not basic, more like essential palettes that you'll be reaching for again and again on an everyday basis. And the same could be said of her I Need a Nude palette. This one is also a great palette to have. It's really a matter of, okay, which color story do you like better? Do you like more cool tones, more rosy shades? Or is this a kind of color story that you gravitate towards? So overall, I am really happy that I have it. I love the packaging too, even though it gets dirty really quickly. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Say hello in the comments, subscribe, like the video if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.